Oh, we are back with you now live at the Kentucky State Fair today for Listens Live, and we are joining you here again in Agland. We are outside of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture's obstacle course here, and this is pretty cool that this exists. Not only is it a way for kids to get to do something fun, but it's all about a learning experience about how all of these important industries come together to do great things here for the state of Kentucky. And so I've got somebody to help us discuss that and somebody else to run through the obstacle course. Jonathan is the Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Good to have you on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And, you know, the vision that we had for Agland this year was based around when a family comes and they have children, we wanted them to be able to have an on-farm experience at the state fair. If they've never been on the farm, if they don't get much opportunity to do that, we wanted them to have at least something that they could do. And so when we start the obstacle course, the purpose of it is kind of waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
You're going to go do the chores on the farm. We'll get through the maze, and then at the end of it, you'll get a KDA buck. You can go cash it in for an apple or go and get a discount down at the commodity tent.
It's such a wonderful exercise, and you brought your daughter along for the ride. She's going to demonstrate this for. Have you gotten to do this yet so far? Okay, well, let's send her.
We're going to do it together.
Oh, you guys are going to do it together?
Yeah, we're going to do it together.
All right, well, we'll head over there, and I'll kind of talk to you while we're going through this, if that's cool.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about your role, not just here at the State Fair and getting to talk to people, but what you do each and every day for Kentucky and what you want people to know about your department.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do at the Department of Agriculture is multifold. So we will do a lot of consumer and environmental protection that we do at the Department of Agriculture, and that consists of gas pump testing. You may have seen this past year that there's a new sticker that we have on the gas pumps that brings awareness to not leaving children and pets in hot vehicles. If we save one life through that by awareness, it was worth it. And so we've put those new stickers on. We also have the grain inspection across the state of Kentucky with our grain bins and elevators. We have a state apiarist. And then we also have something that many of your viewers will understand about Kentucky Proud. Being able to buy local, get something local, that impact is for a farm family in the state of Kentucky. That helps take their kids to school, get their food, school supplies, all those kind of things. But buying Kentucky Proud means you're buying from a local family farm.
When people come out to the state fair, there's so many things to do, right? We're talking about eating, we're talking about the rides, the music. This is such a great educational component, not only to help kids learn about why all of these things are important, but I know that you guys have a lot of the parents that come up to you and are wondering different aspects about the state, how we keep it running the way that we do. This is a chance for you to get to meet people from all corners of Kentucky.
That's right, Brian. And as we move through here, we call the Kentucky State Fair.
We only did half the obstacle course.
Yeah, we call the Kentucky State Fair Kentucky's largest classroom. And so as you maneuver through the state fair and you see all the wonderful things that are able to that you're able to see, smell, and hear, you can grab one of the employees that are around here to really understand what you're going through and what you're seeing, especially in the livestock exhibits over in the livestock shows. But so many of these other things, the Discovery Farm, Cloverville, and FFA as well.
I think we've still got more of the obstacles.
We do have a little more obstacles.
You know, this is probably more of a realistic interpretation of what it's really like to be a farmer every day. You've got to juggle a lot of different things.
That's right.
You're doing interviews, holding microphones, and running through this and guiding your daughter at the same time.
That's exactly right.
These guys work hard for our state.
Follow us through. Yes, absolutely. And our farmers are the backbone of Kentucky. We are economic development and agriculture. It's an $8.1 billion industry in the state of Kentucky. Our farmers are the backbones of rural communities. But something that I'd like for your listeners to understand is Louisville is one of the largest assets that we have in agriculture. Not just JBS, who's located here, but also the Kentucky State Venues, Kentucky State Fairgrounds. We have Churchill Downs, let alone the consumption power that you have here in Louisville of eating the foods that we produce. Louisville is one of the largest assets that we have, and we want to be a great partner with you.
We've got less than a minute left, so in about 30 seconds or so, can you tell us kind of what's next right around the corner once the fair closes?
You know, when the fair closes, we really start working towards harvest in Kentucky, and all of our farmers are going to be in their combines or getting their spears and knives out for tobacco, and they're going to be going through the harvest for this next season. And it's been a rough year in certain areas. It's been a good year in others. And so depending on what area of the state you're in or what commodity you're in, you've had a good year, bad year, but farming is a resilient occupation, and so there's plenty of opportunities in the future.
Jonathan Schell, Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, I want to thank you for being with us. Thanks for getting to talk through everybody, and good job on the obstacle course.
Thank you very much.
I went off to the side. Thanks to all of you for being with us here today on Wave Listens Live. I'll be back in studio tomorrow. I'll see you there.